So y'all think it's good or bad for the Browns? Good or bad? Yes or no? Is Amari Cooper going to work out there?
I think Amari Cooper's a good fit for Baker. I don't think Baker's a good fit for Amari. You know, he's a route running receiver. He's physical. He's going to get open. He's going to give you easy short passes. That's what Baker needs. But Amari Cooper needs a team that can compete, and the Browns aren't it right now. I think this says way more to me about the Cowboys and the position they're in. What they just told me, not only with this trade, but by not trading Zeke, or they may, I don't see it happening, and some of the free agent moves and other people that are available for trade, the Cowboys are taking a year off. This is McCarthy's last year. They want Sean Payton coming in. They cleared $20 million from Cooper leaving. They're keeping Zeke because he's the pass protection back. You know, Dak's had injuries in the past. They can put Miles on Zeke. They can protect Dak and still save Tony Pollard for when Peyton gets there. And everything they're doing is money saving right now, and that's not what a 13-win number 1 seed team does. Like, we thought this was a Super Bowl favorite last year. They are not having an off season of a team trying to go back to the Super Bowl.
They should have. Think they're saving money, but right before we came on, I'm pretty sure they re-signed Michael Gallup, who is coming off of a leg injury, for like $64 million. So
yeah, we mentioned that. They mentioned that last week that he was about to get paid.
Why would you trade Cooper, who I think he had a year left on his deal, so they want to cut him because they're going to re-sign him. But I would rather spend $64 million on Cooper than an injured Michael Gallup as my number 2. I don't really understand.
Yeah, Cooper's got 3 years, but they're set up as yearly options. So they could have opted out after next year. There's only a 1-year age difference. I don't know what the upside is on Gallup, but
yeah, it's like they picked Michael Gallup over Amari Cooper. I know Michael Gallup has had some good plays, some good years, but I don't know. I told you guys this last night, or maybe it was a few days before, but I think this starts the clock on Baker officially. I stood up for him. I think it was in our first show on the NFL Awards. But if you haven't watched that, go check out our YouTube channel and give it a watch. But I think Baker, this is his year where he has to prove that he was worth the number 1 pick, or he will be floating around the NFL for the rest of his career. I think they went out and got him his star wide receiver. Hopefully it turns out better than it did with OBJ, but that offense is loaded, and just adding Amari Cooper, the guy has ran out of excuses. So I think this is the year that he has to go do something and win the NFL's toughest division.
Yep.
Yeah. Whenever the Browns were on their come up, they started making these moves, signing all these really good names, drafting Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb, going and getting Kareem Hunt and OBJ, Jarvis Landry. Those are all big moves that, a team would make if they're trying to win. It's not like the Cowboys, who when you look at them, you're like, they're not trying to win. Or if you look at those teams and you're like, what the hell are they doing? Like that doesn't make sense. Like, it makes me mad especially when a team that I like, or I like to watch, is doing those things, and they're not. You can just tell they're not in it to win it. But the Browns have been. They've been trying for years. They're tired of losing. They've lost for years. They've been in the division with the Bengals. I've watched them. They beat the Bengals like 4 straight games, as a matter of fact. We still can't beat them. But you were right about Baker Mayfield. This is the year where he has to prove himself, or they got to do it. They got to go a different direction, whether that be the draft, going to get, a Jameis Winston or whoever's a free agent on the list next year, if there's any at all. But he has to do something this year or he's done. I think he'll end up, with the Texans or some shitty team like that. But he's not going to be a starter on a contender team, and he'll probably his last 10 years be, if he makes it that long, a backup quarterback for somebody. That's just
Baker does lead the league in one statistic since he came in.
Interceptions.
Interceptions. Yeah, 56.